Okay, time to start decorating for fall. What are we gonna grab to decorate today? Oh yeah. Okay, let's go. What's up, gorgeous people? It's Amber. Welcome back to my channel. Before we get into what we're going to be doing in today's video, I wanted to take a minute to thank everybody sincerely from the bottom of my heart for all of your support and subscribing to my channel and all of the comments. I was tickled pink when the comments started coming in and someone asked me how to properly pin a dress to do a DIY. I was so excited because I was like, oh my gosh, they're gonna try my DIY. I was so excited. That's exactly why I started this channel, and nothing makes me happier than to see that people are actually trying to do some of the ideas that I'm putting out there. So thank you again from the bottom of my heart. Everybody, I can't thank you enough. So in today's video, I'm gonna show you how to make a fall pumpkin with plastic bags. Yes, plastic bags that you get when you go to the grocery store or whatever store that you're shopping at. When they give you that plastic bag and you take it home, some people throw them away. Some people use them for trash bags in their smaller cans. Others might use them to pick up after their dog. I like to make home decor out of them. I've got many more videos to come with plastic bags. I have so many ideas with this. I love working with them. I find them easy to work with, and the best thing about them is they're free. I mean, you're getting them anyways with the stuff that you bought at the store, so the bulk of the supplies for this DIY are free. Nothing better than that, right? And I just want to mention that when you're done with the pumpkin, it actually looks so good. When I had these at a fall show that I was at, I had a customer. She was talking to somebody else and she was like, yeah, I saw those at TJ Maxx. Like, I didn't make the stuff at my booth, which infuriated me, but I held back and I was like, well, you didn't see that one at TJ Maxx because that one's made from plastic bags from Walmart. She's like, what? Her mouth dropped to the ground. I was like, yes. So this one you did not see at TJ Maxx, but thank you for the compliment for thinking that my work was so good that it was from a store. So now that I got that out of the way, I had to go on a little rant there. Let's get into the video. Okay guys, all the materials you'll need for this DIY can be found in the description box below. We're going to start with the plastic bags. Go ahead and take 3 of your plastic bags and shake them out and then hold them all by their handles. So you're going to have 2 in one hand and 1 in the other. You're going to take one of the bags and you're going to feed it through the other 2 bags' handles. So once you feed it through, you're going to go ahead and just feed it back through its own handle to tie it into a knot. Once you've done that, you're going to put holes in the bags. The reason why you need to put holes in the bags is because when you're braiding, the bags will fill with air and it will make it difficult to braid. So make sure you're putting holes in all of the bags. Once you've done that, the next part will be braiding your bags. So once you get to the bottom, just go ahead and tie it into a knot. It does not have to be a super tight knot or anything, just enough to keep everything secure. So the next part, you're going to go ahead and grab a pair of gloves because we're going to use a heat tool in this next part, and you should be safe when you're using this. I don't use the gloves because I've done this so many times. I think my hands are immune to the heat, but nonetheless, you're going to heat up the plastic. The reason why we need to do this is to make it hard so that it will accept the spray paint when you go to spray paint your pumpkin, because it'll be a pumpkin when you're done. So you're going to want to make sure that you heat it up, and as you can see, it's kind of changing and like melting down, and that's how you know that it's going to harden up for you. Now make no mistake, you're going to watch me here, how I take that in my hands and like ball it up. It is hot, okay? So that's why you're going to want to wear a pair of gloves if you have them, or something to protect your hands, because it is very hot. So just make sure that you're protecting yourself. So that's what it looks like before, and there's what it looks like after it's been heated up. You're going to want to do this with all of your pieces. Okay, so we're back with there's 40 pieces here, guys. That's 40 that I braided. The next part, you're gonna go ahead and get your glue gun and some clips, and we're gonna start forming our pumpkin. So you're gonna take one of your pieces and we're just going to roll, like make it into a big circle, essentially. So you're just going to add some glue down as you go and just continue to roll each piece into place. Now, when I get to the end of this part here, the big bulky part at the end, I simply cut it off because it gets in the way, and I use it for another DIY. So if you want to hang on to those, I'll have other DIYs to show you what to do with these leftover pieces, but we do not need them for this particular DIY. So I'm just going to continue around. You'll see me there show you the small part is fine. It's that bulky part at the end that I just simply cut off. So I end up using 8 of these to make the entire base of the pumpkin. So there it is, all 8 of them together. Now we're going to move on to the next part. So for this part, I cut off both ends of those knots because they just get in the way when you're trying to form your pumpkin. So using the wider end at the bottom, I just add a little dab of glue and then I just hold it into place. Make sure you're holding it into place until it's completely secure. And then I just put another piece across from it. So now I'm just going to join those 2 pieces together with the glue, and I'm going to let it hold in place with the clips. So this allows you to continue working around your pumpkin when you're able to clip it together like that. So using your wide end at the bottom, you're going to continue into the next area. I just go the next space that would be, I really can't explain this, directly across from each other. You're going to see what I'm doing. So see how I did that? Now you're going to go ahead and glue those down into place. I just put both those pieces down with some glue and then clip them into place until they dry. And then I'm just going to continue like this all the way around the pumpkin until I filled it completely up. So I just wanted to show you here, you got to get to bigger clips once you get to bulkier areas, and you don't necessarily have to put it on the very top like the rest of it. Just put it wherever it will fit. So this one I didn't end up using, the bigger clips, but you will eventually need bigger clips, and that's why I showed you those. I got these at the Dollar Tree, by the way. So these can be purchased very inexpensively at the Dollar Tree. So there's me showing you, just put it wherever it'll fit. It doesn't have to be on the very top. So I'm at the very end now, and I'm adding my last piece after I've gone completely around one time. So I just want to show you here that I have holes everywhere. Like there's a ton of holes throughout this pumpkin. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go back around again, filling in all of those holes with my remaining pieces. And again, just put them wherever they will fit. You don't have to make sure that is at, one end's at the bottom and one end's at the top. Just put it wherever it'll fit, but as close to the top as possible. So there, I'm done with all that part. Everything is completely in place. We are ready to move on to spray paint, but before I do, I noticed that my ends where I snipped off those parts, they needed hit again with the heat gun because they were softened up. So I use Rust-Oleum Rustic Orange for my pumpkins, and then you can use any type of top coat, and you just take it outside and spray paint it. So while I'm waiting for that to be spray painted, I want to work on the stem of my pumpkin. So I take 2 bags and just tie them together. And then I kind of sort of try to form them into what a stem would look like. I know this doesn't really look like much right now, but that's what I'm trying to do. And then I'm going to go ahead and grab my heat tool, and then I'm going to heat that plastic up just like I did before. And after it heats up, you have a little bit of time to shape it. So after I get the top heated up here, as you can see it changing shape and, doing all this stuff, I'm going to go ahead and, ball it up together to form it into what will be the stem of your pumpkin. Again, guys, make no mistakes. This is very hot, and you are going to need to protect your hands. I think my hands are immune, like I said before. So I'm working on the bottom part here. So I'm going to want this to be flat because I'm going to put this on the top of my pumpkin. So this bottom part, I'm going to flatten out as much as I possibly can to make it so that it'll fit on the top of my pumpkin. So now we're looking more like a stem here. Looking pretty good. So after looking at it, I was like, it's a little too long, so I just simply cut off the top, grab my heat tool, heat off that end that I just snipped off so it's all hardened up, ready to go. So now it's going to be ready for paint. And for the stem, I just used some brown acrylic paint. I did not have any brown spray paint. You can use spray paint as well, but I'm just grabbing some brown acrylic paint that I already have at home, and I'm just going to add that on there with a paintbrush. You can do the stem whatever color you think. I always just go with brown when I do these orange pumpkins. So now the pumpkin's completely dried, all spray painted, and I'm ready to add my stem. So I'm gonna go ahead and just add a bunch of glue. I do what I call a flooding with the glue because I wanna make sure that it stays in place. I notice when my customers buy these, they always wanna pick it up by the stem. So I wanna make sure that it doesn't fall apart on them. So I add a ridiculous amount of glue because it seems that every time somebody wants to pick these up, they wanna pick them up by the stem. So I just continue to add glue all the way around the stem and hold it into place until it dries. So once it's dry, I'm going to add some nautical rope to the top. Now to stop the fraying on your nautical rope, just simply dip it in some Mod Podge at the end there, and then just add some glue, and you're just going to wrap it around. Now I can't really tell you how much nautical rope you're going to want to add. I add it to cover all of the parts that join together there. I just go to the very, bottom of the one that's at the very bottom, and that's where I decide to stop. Dipping my final end into the Mod Podge and securing it in place. I like to try to tuck it underneath a little bit so it's not so obvious that that's the end. And guys, literally your pumpkin is done. So awesome. Such a fun thing to do, and you're recycling as well. Pretty cool. Okay, there you go, guys. That's how easy it is to make a fall pumpkin out of plastic bags that you get from the store. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit the subscribe button, click the notification bell, like, share, do all those things so that I can help others find this channel and learn how to make things like the plastic bag pumpkin or whatever other crazy idea I come up with that day. Thank you so much for all of your support, and I'll see you next time. Bye! What's up, gorgeous people? It's Amber. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, what's up, gorgeous people? It's Amber. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to make a fall. What's up, gorgeous people? It's Amber. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to make a fall, I forget what I'm talking about, pumpkin out of plastic bags. Yes. Plastic bags that you buy, no, you don't buy them